Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. I had to go back to using my Canon 80D because me and Sony we're still trying to figure each other out. We're still trying to learn each other. So here we are with the Canon. But let's go ahead and get started on today's look. I'm supposed to be going out to dinner tonight and just need something pretty simple to get me through the day. So let's go. Okay, so to fill in my brows, I used a little bit of my almond powder by Beauty Bakery. And now I'm just going to use this little pencil. This pencil is from the beauty supply store, and I'm just gonna draw in where I want my brows to be. So I don't know if I told you guys in the last video, but I really butchered my brows. And I was trying to like arch them and grow. It went all off the rails, and so now I barely have any brows. Thank God for me. I'm okay with filling them in, but I'm not gonna lie, I was very close because I bought some brow stickers. I was very close to freaking taking the brow stickers and just applying them, like cutting off my entire brow and applying them, but I said I'm not gonna do it. But I'm so close to doing it because I feel like them stickers be really cute, but you can't have no hair on your head. I mean, on your face if you're going to do them. Lately, to just kind of give me like hair-like strokes. This is the pencil from NYX, and it is what is this? The brow tint pen, and it's in the shade, I want to say espresso. Yep, espresso. And this is what I've been using to just kind of fill in ever so lightly my brows. Okay, they look pretty chaotic. I mean, very hair-like, but very chaotic brows I have going on. So I'm going to try to clean them up. I'm going to be using my, what do you call that? What is this? The Born This Way concealer in the shade Chai to clean up the bottom. And then I'm going to use my NARS in the shade New Caledonia, the foundation, to clean up the top. Hopefully this works out. If it works out, then I knew what I was doing the entire time. If it does not, girl, just skip over this part. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, now we're gonna take the New Caledonia, and I'm gonna like bring this in a little bit because I feel like they're a little too thick for my liking. So I'm gonna cut off some of the top a little bit. Yeah, because I like them thick, but they seem to be extra thick right now. Okay, this is as good as my brows are going to get. I'm not about to try to rush it or anything. Like, this is just the best we can do right now, okay? So I'm applying a little bit of concealer to my eyelids because I want that to be my base. I really need to go out and get another base. I remember I used to use the Anastasia. All right, so I'm going to be using my Jacklyn Heal palette by Morphe. I feel like you should definitely get a palette that has some type of neutral colors in there. It's definitely going to work out for you in the long run. So just FYI, I do have to finish this look using my camera microphone instead of my microphone that I have because the battery has died. I have ordered another plug-in microphone. It was supposed to be here yesterday and it did not arrive. So I don't know when it's going to get here, but babes, we just got to make do with what we have, okay? So let's go. I want to do like a Teddygram look, but then I was also thinking about this because I haven't used this palette in a while either. This is the Juvia's Place palette and it has like these grays in it. I have not used this palette in so long. It's called the Taupes palette. I was like, maybe I could use that. We'll see what happens. But I am going to start out with the color. Let's start out with Good Vibes. And we're just going to go ahead and start to build up this color in our crease. Now, because I want a nice little build of this color, I'm going to pat that into place instead of like my normal blending, because again, I want this color to be super pigmented and just, you know, out there. So I'm gonna pat this. Child, my freaking camera and everything that could go wrong is going wrong. It just does not want me to be great today. Cut off, I guess the SD card was full, even though I made sure it wasn't. So I don't know. Microphone is not working. We're just going through it today, okay? But we're gonna try our best to finish this video. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm starting out with the shade Booked. I don't even know what I did with my brush. Oh, here it is. And we're going to just apply this in a patting motion until we get the color that we want in here. Once we get that color, then we can go ahead and move on to a different color and go on about our way. So I did want to tell you guys about my weekend. Girl, the weekend was very chaotic. All I will say is get you friends who can definitely pivot at any given moment and adjust And just because one thing goes wrong, it doesn't kind of ruin the entire night. Thank God I have a friend like that, because the first place that we went could have totally ruined the entire night. The first place we went to, I can't even remember the name. I'm going to be going in with the shade, I think Cinnamon Roll. No, let's go on with Boo Bear first. And then same thing, just kind of patting this into my crease until I get the color that I want. Or maybe, because that's not deep enough. Like, that don't, no, let's do Cinnamon Roll, because y'all know I love me a good deep edge. But anyway, the first place that we went to, it was okay. I feel like a lot of clubs nowadays, not really clubs, but a lot of restaurants. A lot of restaurants are trying to become clubs. Like, they trying to give you the 2-for-1 feel. Now, don't get me wrong, the DJ was, he was mid, he was okay. But the service was just like, ugh, and y'all know how I am about service. I will pay for some good service. Like, if the service is not the best, then I really don't want to fucking be there. And the service here, I don't know if the young lady was a little high out of her mind. It seemed like she might have been a little high, but it was horrible. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of my e.l.f. concealer. This is in the shade Fair Warm. I use this all the time when I cut my crease. It used to be the Anastasia. I really need to get back to it. I just haven't, like, I don't even go on Ulta no more. It's crazy. I don't go on Ulta or anything anymore. But anyway, so we decided that we were going to order food. Like, not so much because we're hungry, because my kids had took me out to Papa Do's earlier that day. Not Papa Do's, sorry, Shell Shack earlier that day. And then her daughter had taken her out. So we weren't really hungry, but you know how, like, when you're drinking, you're going to need to eat. So we decided that we're going to order some food. The drinks we ordered, they were good, but I'm gonna tell you, they didn't have no damn alcohol in there, and I don't like that. Like, although we ordered like something with a Malibu rum in it, I understand that sometimes rum you can't really taste, but girl, was no alcohol. Anyway, we ordered the drinks come out 30 minutes later there. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then we order our food, and I had seen a couple next to us with like a side of macaroni and cheese. Now, mac and cheese was not on the menu, but I seen them with this, so I was like, oh, I wonder if they got macaroni and cheese, because you know I love me a good macaroni and cheese. So I asked them, I was like, you know, is that mac and cheese? They were like, yeah, you know, it's okay or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll go ahead and order a side of macaroni and cheese. And then I had got some fries and some wings. So the fries come with the wings. That will come into play later. And my friend got like a burger and some fries. So we got seated at like a table. We had a reservation or whatever, but we got seated at a table, and then they had like these booths. I guess these booths were the club VIPs or whatever. So they were ordering hookah, and it was probably like 2 girls, and they had ordered like a bottle, I guess, or whatever. So the lady is catering to them. I guess in her mind she felt like she was going to be tipped more, or maybe that's how management had it set up. I don't know, but she was catering more to them than she was to us. So here we are sitting here for another 40 minutes. She didn't come back over and say, hey, y'all want another drink? Your food will be right out. Nothing. And y'all know how I feel about service. Like, I am heavy on service, okay? So I'm like, well, she's really catering to them and, you know, digging as her own tip money, because girl, you ain't came over here and said nothing. What this color right here is about, but I don't know. I think I'm going to try it and see. I really want to see what the hell that color is about. But anyway, so some people come in after us, a set of young ladies or older ladies. They come in after us and they sit down or whatever. And they get their food before us. Now, mind you, we have been here about 2 hours now. So why in the hell did they get their food before us? So, and they had got wings, like I had got wings. So I was like, what the fuck? But I think the lady wound up, or her or either the kitchen forgot it, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all, y'all going to be like, oh, okay, it makes sense once I keep telling y'all about her behavior. So we finally get our food, and I don't have no fries. Now, mind you, I told y'all in the beginning that the wings come with fries. Like, it's not something that you can substitute, right? And I asked for a side of mac and cheese. So she gets there with with the food. So I'm like, well, where are my fries? And she like, didn't you substitute the fries with mac and cheese? I said, no. She said, yes, you did. You did substitute it. So I'm like, bitch, I have been drinking a little bit, so maybe I fucking did, right? So I let it go. I'm gonna add like a little bit of black because I love black. That actually was not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. It might be on me. But then at the same time, so I'm like, okay, well, maybe I did. I said, no, I didn't. I don't remember substituting it, but maybe I did. So she gonna say, oh, no, you didn't, because you can't substitute it. Bitch, have I been drinking or have you been fucking drinking? So I'm like, okay, well, I want my fries. Bitch, if I'm gonna pay for them, I want my fucking fries. She like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get that for you because I don't know why they made your plate like that. Just very ghetto. So I'm like, okay, and my friend is like, fuck is going on? So I'm like, I don't know. So we started to eat because, bitch, I'm not about to sit here and wait on my fucking fries. The food was cold. I wish I could tell y'all the name of this place. Like, the service was horrible and the food was fucking cold. Like, I feel like it had potential to be, you know, fire, but it wasn't. I'm gonna tell you why it was cold. Me and my friend figured it out because her burger and her fries were cold. And my mac and cheese, like, you know how cheese has been sitting there for a while, so it kind of like hardens? Yes, that's how the fuck it was. Like, you couldn't even like get a cheese pull out of it. It was horrible. So I go to check out the wings and the wings were hot. So you left my food sitting there, the wings, while the wings were getting ready, because you must have forgot, because old girl over here ordered some wings and she got her wings. So you must have forgot our fucking order and it had just been sitting up there, right? Because the wings were hot but everything else was cold. I'm gonna add some glitter because I gotta spice this up. I gotta spice it up and just, you know, give me a little bit more. So I'm using the Car Beauty pop of glitz. No, pop that glitz, girl. Looks like this. I'm gonna use the white. So normally I probably would go in with like a gray, but I don't have a gray shade in here and I'm afraid of putting that blue on there. So I'm gonna just use a little bit of that and I'm gonna apply that to my lid. I want to use my finger, but I feel like my nails might be too long for me to use my finger, so I can't do that. So I'm just putting some glitter up in here just to, you know, make me shine a little bit. Going back to my extra days. Y'all know I used to be extra back in the day. So this whole time has gone by. Like, we've been eating probably another 30-40 minutes, you know, talking. We don't have no fucking drinks. She ain't came back and got us no drinks, no water, no nothing. But she is constantly out here catering to these people with the damn table, right? So I'm like, what in the entire fuck? My fries still ain't came out, no nothing. So when she walks by again, I said, hey love, like, I still don't have my fries. She's like, girl, no, for real, you don't have them? Bitch, you know I don't have them because you didn't fucking bring them out. Like, stop playing these reindeer games with me. So more and more time go by, I still do not have my damn fries. And we talking about at least another probably 30 minutes that went by. I still don't have these fucking fries. So at this point, I'm irritated. I'm like, you know what, just fuck the fries. I'm ready to go. So she walks by again. So I tell her, I said, can you just bring me the check? And you still didn't bring me my fries. And so she like, oh no, I'm about to go get your fries right now. I'm about to go get your fries right now. Like, at this point, I'm irritated. So I'm like, don't worry about it. She like, but I can't take it off the check because it comes as one. You know, you get your wings and your fries. So I can't take it off the check. In my mind, I'm thinking, bitch, back out the fucking macaroni and cheese. Like, you severely inconvenienced me at this point. I don't want no fucking fries. It's no point. What the fuck I'm eating with? I'm using the shade NW50 by MAC to apply my foundation. But I asked her, my friend asked her for a fucking to-go box, right? And it took us another 30-40 minutes to get the fucking to-go box. So I was like, you know what, I'll just give my friend my fries because I have no intentions on eating them. It's nothing for me to fucking eat them with. And I'm not about to go back and forth with you or ask to see a manager because all y'all seem to be a little ghetto in here and it's just not fucking worth it. I just won't do business here no more. So another 30-40 minutes goes by and we like, can we get the check? She's steady catering to these people over here, right? So I'm like, this girl done really dipped into her fucking tip money for me. Because, like, bitch, you ain't came over here and said nothing. Like, nothing, girl. So, she finally comes back with the to-go box and go, y'all ain't paid yet? Bitch, you know we didn't fucking pay. Like, what? I'm like, girl, I'm supposed to be a little... But, like, you, what the fuck is you on? And let me say, like, although I'm irritated, I'm not going to be rude to anybody. So I wasn't rude, but I'm just like, girl, give me my shit so I can fucking go. And I guess this couple next to us got fucking tired of waiting on her ass, so they fucking left. Here she go, running out in the fucking parking lot, talking about, hey, y'all didn't pay. So they have to come back in and pay, but I'm like, I feel them on that. Because, girl, we've been trying to pay for the last hour and a half. Give me my fucking check. So we finally get the check. And this is the longest this heifer stood next to the table. She literally stood there trying to see how much her tip was going to be. And I wanted to be like, baby, you would be lucky to even get 10% out of me. Like, I'm not even fucking joking. That's how bad your fucking service was. I think I tipped maybe 20%. I was like, let me just be fucking nice and tip 20, even though I didn't fucking want to. So me and my friend, both of our bills was like very similar to the same amount. This heifer gonna say, oh, damn, that's crazy. Y'all both tip the same amount. That's crazy. Like, she really reminded me of fucking Kim off the Parkers. Like, this bitch was not all the way there. Like, girl, what the hell is wrong with you? This right here is a little bit of my Kat Von D. I told y'all about this in the last video. And then the concealer is the Born This Way concealer. I told y'all these are my products now. But I'm like, girl, what in the hell is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is you on? Because whatever it is, honey, you don't need to take that no more because you're a little off. So we wound up leaving, and at this point, I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, my time has been ruined and wasted. Girl, I don't have time for this. And I had already told her that I wanted to be out in fucking Frisco. I did not want to be out in fucking Dallas. I wanted to be out in Frisco because I wanted to find me a rich man to pay some of these goddamn bills, okay? I'm tired of this shit. So why the fuck are we here? So I'm already irritated. I'm ready to go. But thank God, you know, I have a friend who just doesn't want to let the party stop. You know, whatever it takes, she's going to fucking figure it out. So she like, nah, let's hit up one more spot. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, you know. And I be understanding that, like, my friends, they be needing to get out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really do. I be understanding because, shit, I need to get out too. I be tired of seeing my goddamn kids as well. So I totally understand the feeling. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Then let's just go ahead and go to one more spot. And it was only like 12 minutes away. According to her, I don't know if it was the drinks because y'all know we be drinking. We had a bottle in the car. So I was like, I don't know if it was the drinks, but I feel like it was longer. But anyway, child, we wound up going to a different spot. I really liked this powder last time, so I'm going to try it again. This is the Plantain Powder by Beauty Bakery. Again, I really was feeling this powder last time, so we're going to try it again just to set. But anyway, we pull up to this place, and it's called 413. When I tell y'all I had an amazing time at 413, I had an amazing time. So we walk in, and it's like a mix of like older people and I guess I would probably say like 30s to 50s maybe, right? And we get there, the vibe is right. We find a seat at the bar. We wanted to sit, hang on. Anyway, we wanted to sit at the bar and we know we wanted to get some drinks. We actually wanted to sit outside, but we couldn't figure out if it was tables and stuff. My friend had on heels. I learned my lesson. I didn't wear heels this go around because, girl, I knew we was going to be on the move. So I had worn some flats. But we sit at the bar, get a nice little table, and girl, when they slide us the damn drink menu, honey, I was thoroughly impressed. Like, they had, what was it, Coke and Crown for $4, and then they also had like rum and something else for $4. Girl, y'all know them is like my top 2 drinks, so I was definitely here for it. Before you know it, we had purchased like several drinks, y'all, like several, okay? And we're drinking, we having a good time, we laughing and just kicking it. And then this pimp, it looked like he was a pimp, child. Let me not call him a pimp because I really don't know if he was a pimp. He just looked like one. But he came walking up to us. It was so crazy. He had this, it looked like his bottom bitch with him. I don't know. She looked to be his bottom bitch. She looked like she was in her early 50s. Both of them did look like they was in their early to late 50s or whatever. So he comes walking up. She goes back to the bathroom. Now, at this point, me and my friend probably had, we had a couple shots in the car. And then we had maybe 2 drinks so far at the place. So we not, you know, super sloshed, but bitch, we definitely loose. Like, we having a good time, we laughing, we kicking it. Shit is going by quick. So he proceeds to start talking, and I hate this about men, that when men try to talk to me, they always start with, like, if I'm singing a song, what you know about this young blood? Get the hell away from me. And I'm like, your bottom bitch just went to the bathroom. You know, we're keeping it strictly platonic, but girl, I don't think he was supposed to be talking to us at all, because she came back and she gave us the worst look I have ever seen in my life. And I felt so bad. I was like, oh, and then here go my friend, because like when she get fucking drunk, girl, she just say whatever's on her mind. So she's like, uh-oh, like, oh. So of course the lady's looking at us because, you know, it ain't nothing worse than being fucking laughed at. So I'm like, I'm about to go to the bathroom. You're gonna have to sit here and fight this old lady by yourself, because Lord knows if she mush me and I am under the influence right now, it's gonna be over. This is gonna make it to what, the shade room or some shit, because girl, I'm not gonna be able to fight back. Like, I am wasted. That night I truly found out what it means to be pissy drunk, because girl, I was pissy. I'm not even joking. Like, I had been to the bathroom. It seemed like every fucking 5 minutes I was going to the bathroom. I know people was probably like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Girl, I'm drunk. Drunk as hell. Like, as soon as that liquor get to hitting, you could tell. The biggest way to tell, like, if I'm under the influence is definitely if I start going to the bathroom. If I start going to the bathroom, like, constantly like that, the liquor is definitely off into my system. And I felt like it normally happens, but I feel like it was 10 times worse when we went out. And I think it's because I hadn't drank in a while. Like, I had been trying to give it up, child, because I'm trying to be on this little diet shit or whatever. So I hadn't drank in a while, but girl, I was fucking pissy. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I had been to the bathroom, like I said, maybe like 3 or 4 times. It felt like I was going every fucking 5 minutes. I come back out and this guy comes over and he's trying to talk to my friend. So my friend grabs my thigh. Again, I am drunk. I don't understand this shit. She grabs my fucking thigh and she's like, oh no, this is my girlfriend. And I'm like, no, I'm not. My friend hits me. She's like, bitch, yes you are. I said, you know what? I'm going to tell you what it is. So the guy is like, y'all not together. Y'all not together. That's not your girlfriend. If you don't want to talk to me, you just ain't have to say that. And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's just we break up so much that I don't know whether we're together or whether we're not. Okay, let's go ahead and use our NARS all over face powder to blend out our under eye. Somebody asked me, well, let me finish telling y'all what happened. So I got home, I took off my wig, y'all. I don't even know where my wig was. I found it in the car. Literally just took it off and took my ass to bed. But this is the NARS. This is in the shade C front. Yeah, C front, right? It's right here in my hand. Hold on, look. Yep, C front. And they said if like you're of a darker complexion, you should use this one. But I don't know. I like it though. But yeah, I got home. It was super duper late. And then the next day, y'all, something odd happened to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think, because I really don't know what to make of this. So the guy who cuts my lawn, I don't know if he be flirting with me or not. Like, I'm still trying to fucking figure it out, because some days I feel like he is and then other days I feel like he's not. All right, I'm gonna use a little bit of blush to blush my little cheekbones or whatever. Somebody asked me why I do not do full get ready with me, like outfits and stuff like that. Girl, I just have not uploaded them. They need to be uploaded, but girl, I'm already running late. I always run late, as you guys can see. So me trying to figure that out, it's just gonna be a lot. I need to get an editor. Anyway, back to old boy. So he texts me at like, I don't know, like 6 in the morning, and he's like, happy Mother's Day. And I'm like, maybe he just texts all his clients that. But I'm like, I don't know if I was on his mind. My friend was like, girl, you was on his mind. Y'all be flirting. But I can't figure it out. And I'm like, as bold as I am, I don't want to come on too strong and then I have to find somebody else to mow my lawn because now I'm embarrassed. So I really don't know what to do. I think he's into me, but I can't figure it out. Then, girl, my ex somehow or another must have fucking found out, because he freaking called. You know, he's deployed. So he called and he's like, now mind you, this is a little Mac chestnut, by the way. But mind you, I have been asking him for months. I was like, I want a lawnmower. I want a lawnmower so I could do it myself. He was like, no, you could just pay somebody to do it. You don't need to get it. Da, 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 da. So I never got it. I don't think I need nothing extra. So I'm going to use my Creme Brulee lip gloss by NYX. I need to find a good lipstick. I just can't seem to locate one that could really do its job, you know? So I'm going to use this instead. But then he calls and he's like, just out the blue, like literally out the blue. He's like, I think that we need to go ahead and buy that lawnmower. And I'm like, no, I think I got somebody cutting the grass and they do a pretty good job. And he's like, no, I think for sure we need to go ahead and buy the lawnmower. I think it's time. He's like, you're wasting too much money. Like, you're just really trying to convince me to fucking stop using this man and buy this lawnmower. So I'm like, did one of my kids fucking snitch on me and tell that I be flirting with this man? Because why would you all of a sudden just want me to cut this man out of my life? It just makes absolutely no sense. Child, I've literally come up with every reason in the book why not to let this man go. I'm not letting that man go. I'm not letting him stop cutting my grass, sir. You just gonna have to get over it and be fine. But I'm gonna let you think that, you know, you running shit. So that's fine. But no, he will still be out here to cut my grass. Period. Period. All right, guys, so here we are. This is the finished look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully the microphone and stuff will be here this weekend so I can upload another video and have it correct with the audio and stuff, because it's been a mess. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I do have a hair tutorial coming. I just signed the deal on that, so that's on the way as well. I was gonna like upload my other hair tutorials, but I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on, and it really came down to using that Ebin fucking spray. That Ebin spray is no good for me, but I do love the boho. I just don't like at the end it be just so tacky. You know what I'm saying? Like when you try to take it off, it be super tacky. I don't like that. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, this is it. This is the finished look. I do like the sparkles that I put in. I think those are like a really great touch. Anyway, I gotta go because I'm running late. But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.